Hello everyone, my name is Felipe, and as you can see, we are back for a new video, and this time it is CDR League, which is a new league for me. It's my debut here, so I hope it's a good race, um, and really interesting about a lot of strategies you can do at this track, and a lot of things you can change during the race also. Um, Anyway, let's see, especially qualifying I think was something else at this race I wasn't expecting, so I live stream all these races on Twitch on Fridays, and yeah, it is 1 a.m. in the UK time, which is 9 p.m. for me, and yeah, it is a really interesting league because there is a lot of fast drivers, and you can see that I'm out on the mediums now. It's obviously Brazil, and I'm out on the mediums just to make sure I have a delta time for my fastest lap on the softs, And it is a 6.4 delta, which is really nice. It is not really fast on the mediums, but yeah, let's go for my first lap on the session. You can see turn 1 and 2 I wasn't really committed to it, but yeah, you can see the time, 16.0.2, so it was okay. I'd say it's not the best I've already done, but it is okay. And now we are almost half a second up on my time on the mediums, and now the second sector is where we are gonna gain the most time. So you can see going second for this corner, clip the curb on the left to give you more rotation, and now going a little bit too late on the turn in, so I had a little bit of understeer. But yeah, coming for this last corner, I avoided the left curb, and I went too wide there, so it's not optimal for the rotation. But you can see I'm a second up, so it's gonna be a 5.4. Nice. On my second lap in the session, so I would definitely say that's a good time, for a banker on softs, I would say. But yeah, I've improved like 200s after that, so I just went straight for my last lap, which is my fastest one, and you can see now turn 1 and 2 was less committed than last time, so it's gonna be slower. Last time was 208, and now it's 233, and I've almost lost the car there, but it's still we are up on a mid.4, so we are in a really good lap now. You can see the understeer now ahead, so it's not optimal, and this time I clipped a little bit too much curb on the right, and yeah, this corner was really good. You could see I gained half a temp there, and on this corner also you can see the traction. I went so early in the traction, and I went back on the wheel really nicely, and this last corner, third gear, short shifting for fourth to get more rotation, and you can see 1.5 temps up, so we are really going for it. Now it's gonna be a 0.2, and yeah, this is my personal best, so I was really happy with it, especially in the session. So yeah, I was quite surprised, to be honest, because every session I did that day I did a low 0.4. But yeah, let's go for the race. We are on pole. It's 5 lights, and away we go. And yeah, we actually get a really good start, but the game, yeah, I would say it crashed a little bit. But yeah, I had a problem by like half a second, and I lost a little bit of time, but we could keep P1 without any problems. And yeah, let's go through lap 1. It's just about keeping the lead for now, because we have a lot of VRS and new tires, so we can really push on from now on. And something I was really surprised was about the tire temps, because it was really high with this setup, which is quite more for the race, so I was quite yeah, I was surprised, because when I was in lap 2 or something, I had like 104 degrees, 103, and that's not good. It's the starting of the overheating Yeah, the overheating gap. And now coming for the end of the lap 1, you can see we have half a second gap for a P2 car. And yeah, now lap 6, you can see he's not even with his DRS open, so he doesn't want to overtake us. And we've created a gap for P3 now by 2 seconds, and there's a safety car. My teammate actually has left the race, so he crashed out and we couldn't do anything there. Now it's all about me because it's the team championship, so I decided to go for the hard tire on the pits because 28 laps to the end, so I know the mediums can only do 22 laps, 23 at maximum at this track, so I knew they would be totally dead in the end, you know. And you can see both cars ahead, they've crashed, and yeah, they haven't pitted yet, so it's not really a problem for us, but it's really good because now we have clean air on the hards, and I think my pace on the hards is really good, so I would probably try to overtake them as soon as I could. But yeah, now they are most likely out of this race, and you can see now 1 lap after the safety car restart, and then I've always lost the car, or almost lost the car, because I was so unconfident, you know. I couldn't go on the throttle really early and everything else because I changed my wing from 9 to 10 on the pit stop. So I kind of lost all that confidence I had because when I was on the hards, I knew I would have a lot of understeer. And yeah, I had indeed, you can see this corner, bit of understeer there. And I flipped the grass, so I kind of jumped there and I lost the car and I got a warning also. So it is really strange, this game, how it works, you know. I know I clipped the grass, but last game I could grip the glass and it was faster than not clipping it, and now it just jumps you out of the track and you can spin that easily. But you know, I'm not complaining, that's realistic. If you clip the grass, you're gonna have some problems. But I had understeer and then I couldn't do anything there. And now it's all about overtaking these cars ahead now to win the race. And you can see the Williams made a mistake, so I just went around the outside of turn 2. Really good move there. I think he lost the, I think he was on the, with the overtake button on, so he couldn't do anything. And now going for lap 20, you can see just about recharging my ERS. So I had 30 and now I have 48 and now 64. It's all about being behind, keeping behind him and not using my ERS at all. So now I have around 80% before starting sector 2, so it's really nice. And now we are really close to the leader, and he made a mistake. The house head made a mistake, and we went around the outside at this turn, which is the lowest turn on the track. So I would say I was proud of that move, to be honest, because I was expecting him to return to the racing line and then just crash me out. But we could keep within the DRS from the VB ahead of me. And that's really important because now I have 60% DRS and now I have 100, you know, and just a few lap leaders, and he doesn't have any tires anymore. He's done already 18 laps on these tires and it's probably around 60%. And my tires are not 60%, they are around, I don't know, 40 maybe even less. The hards is a really good tire for the end of this race. So I knew I would have the advantage from now on. And you can see I didn't go for the move there on lap 26. And I'm just trying to save your ass as much as I can, even though I already have 100, I don't want to use it not wisely. And the most important thing now on this race is to overtake him and make sure I break the DRS gap. So you can see next lap, lap 27, I decided to use a quarter of my battery to overtake him. Now we are into the lead after all those problems we've had, so it's really important that we can break his DRS gap. Not this lap, as he's gonna get the DRS now, so we can't do anything about that. But yeah, after all the problems, I feel like we've done a really good race because, well, 4 laps later and we are 8 temps ahead of him. Even though we made a mistake at this corner, going a little bit wide, you can see the traction we had. So yeah, it's a lot better than his, because he's already on 23 laps old tires. And also this corner, he can't push anymore, you know, so he can't go flat out, and I can go flat out every time. And we've broke the DRS cap, so that's really important. Now it's time to really push to make sure I win this race. So you can see next lap 1.8 gap, now 2.4, and on the next lap it is 2.9, and it just keeps improving, you know. I just keep improving my pace, knowing better the car. 3.1 gap now, entering the last lap, and now going for the last rate, it's 4.3. So even if I got a penalty there, I would have won this race. And considering I was around 4 or 3 seconds behind the lead after that mistake on the last corner, I'll take it. I can see I was quite happy there. But yeah, unfortunately my teammate retired, so we are not leading this championship, because it's a team championship, so we need both cars to be at the front. But yeah, we've started really well, winning this race, and the main goal now is to win every other race. I feel like I can keep with them without having any problems. But yeah, that's pretty much this video. I hope you've learned a lot about saving ERS and about the tires decisions. And this is a really good win for me. My debut in this league, and already a win. So yeah, make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Also share it, it would help me a lot. And make sure to check the description also. I left some links there, so you can check my Twitch channel and everything else. So see you next video, and bye bye.